Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to upgrade your hard drive to a solid state drive in a MacBook Pro. For this you're going to need obviously a solid state hard drive, a MacBook Pro, precision toolkit and a separate external hard drive to create a time machine backup to from your existing hard drive that we're going to be replacing. Okay, so first things first, before we do anything at all, is most importantly you want to back your shit up. So to do this, we'll obviously turn the Mac on. We're going to use an external hard drive like this, and we're just going to go ahead and plug it into the Mac. Right, once that's plugged in, by default you should be prompted on the screen with a message that asks you whether you want to use this disk for time machine backup. Okay, so once you've selected yes to that option, you'll be presented with this window. Just select your disk, turn the time machine on, and it does the rest for you. Right, okay, so once you've created your time machine backup, obviously shut your Mac down. Now what we want to do is remove these screws on the back. So we're going to use our precision toolkit for this. So let's go ahead and do that. Right, okay, so that's all the screws removed. On some of the older models of the MacBook Pros, these last three tend to be a bit longer for some reason, as you can see, but the rest all the same. Also, when putting these back in, these ones along here, they tend to go in rather than straight down at a very slight angle when you're screwing them in, just in case you're wondering why they're not sort of biting the thread properly. Anyway, that's the screws removed. Next we'll remove the hard drive. So once it's removed, this lid normally just comes up quite easily, literally just lifts off, so just lift that up, put that there. Obviously, these are main components. We're just after changing this, which is the hard drive. So what you do is you have four in fact, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4. These first two, if we just go ahead and remove these, this normally comes off within this plastic bezel holder type thing. So just unscrew those like that. This should just lift off like that. So that comes off like that. Go there. Then we've got another two screws here and here. So let's just go ahead and remove those. Like so. One, these are quite long, these ones. One and the second one. Once these are removed, we can go ahead and remove the actual drive. It's fairly straightforward. Just use the plastic clip there just to put it up. Just gently lift it up. Don't put it out too quick because sort of, you can see it's attached there, the ribbon cable. So we're just going to gently pull it off like that. There's our drive. This one's actually on its way out. It's been tested. It's got lots of bad sectors in it. It's struggling to read and write, so this definitely needs to be removed. When removing or upgrading your hard drive, nowadays you're better off with a solid state. They last a lot longer. They're a lot quicker. We do also have the option of a hybrid version or fully solid state version. For this, we're going to be using a fully solid state 250 gig one. Right. Okay. So next up, what we're going to do, we're going to remove these screws here on the old hard drive. There's 4 of them there. These are normally a T3 or T4 fitting. What they'll do is they'll be attached to the new solid state drive, just so it enables the hard drive to be held in with the clamp and the other screws. So let's just go ahead and remove them. Okay, so that's the screws removed from the old one. We'll go ahead and fit these to the solid state drive. So let's do that quickly. Right, okay, that's the screws fitted to the new solid state drive. Now we can go ahead and install it. Again, it's fairly straightforward. We're going to clip the SATA connection in first, like so, and then we'll just sort of gently rest it in there, like so. There we go. That's in. I'm going to put this little bracket back on. Just fit it like that. Oh, the other two screws as well, just slightly longer ones. Just put them in quickly. Once this is done, obviously we can put the cover back on and the screws in, and then obviously begin the process of formatting the drive and reinstalling the operating system and all your data from the time machine backup that we created earlier. Right, so let's put this, that's done, that's all right, that's all ready to go. Okay, so let's put this cover back on, like so. Remember them 3 long screws went here, and this is not the same on all Macs, they're always changing things obviously. This is a slightly older model, a A1278 speed precise. But still, even though it's quite old, quite reliable machines. Okay, so if we just go ahead and put these back in. Okay, so that's all the screws back in. So let's go ahead and turn the swing over and get it turned on. Right, okay, so once that's done, what we're going to want to do is get our time machine back up, which we created earlier on the external hard drive. I'm going to plug that in the USB port, like so. That's the wrong way. There we go. If you can see that properly on the camera. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on. As soon as you hear the bong sound, hold down the Alt key, like so. We'll hold that down for a second. What that's going to do is it's going to pick up, there you go, just picked up the time machine backup we created earlier. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click onto that and select that, like so. Give that a minute, that does take a couple of minutes sometimes. Right, okay, so once we've done that, you'll get to this screen here, Mac OS Utilities. I don't know if you can see that properly on the camera. Probably not, hold on. See that probably. Yeah, so once you've done that, you'll be presented with this screen, Mac OS Utilities. The first thing you want to do, what I tend to do is format the disk first. Even though it's brand new, sometimes you get a few errors. I've learned that from the past. So select Disk Utility, continue. Give that a minute. And then we're going to go ahead and just format that solid state drive that we've installed. So if we select, we don't know, we want the crucial one, which is that one. 250 gig, yep, that's the one. So if we go to Erase, we're going to keep it Mac OS Journal or Extended Journal. There are a few other options, but just keep it that one, that's fine. The scheme or the GUID partition map will stay the same under scheme. We'll just go ahead and click Erase. It's just going to format it. There we go, done, very quick. There's nothing coming already. But once that's done, we're going to come out of this. And then we're going to go up to where it says Restore from Time Machine Backup and then click Continue. Just give that a moment. Now, on this particular disk, there's various other backups that I'm using. So, if you're using a brand new external drive, obviously there'll only be one on there, which will be the one that we created earlier. So, if we select Continue, this is searching for Time Machine Backups. So, we select that, Time Machine Backups. Continue. Okay, so here we go. Yes, it's got January 4th, 2018. There are actually, there should be other ones on here. Yes, there's another one on here actually, but it's actually picked that one up by default as that's the most recent. So yeah, just double check you've got the right one. Select it and click Continue. So. It's now going to ask you for the disk where you want to install your time machine backup to. Obviously, in this case, it's this disk, which is the 250 gig solid state drive we've installed. So just click on that and click Restore. So basically what this is going to do now is just going to confirm with you. It says restoring your system erases all of your content on unentitled, unentitled being the new solid state drive that we installed. Are you sure you want to continue? Obviously you're going to click Continue, like so. And that'll now say erasing, and then it will start to install from the time machine backup. Well, okay, so once you've clicked Restore, you'll get this screen here. It just gives you like an indication of how long it's going to be. It's not always that accurate, so just go ahead and leave that to do its thing, and that's pretty much it. Once that's done, the machine will be restored completely as it was before with the time machine backup that we created earlier from the external hard drive. Also, what I should mention, which I've not actually done, is you should actually have this plugged into a power source. I've obviously got nearly 93% battery there, so that will probably be okay, and the battery's quite good, but always when you're doing this, have it plugged in on charge just in case it takes a bit longer. So there you go guys, hope that helped you. That's how you install a solid state hard drive in a MacBook Pro. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks for watching.